but it definitely just like eats them. I mean, look at that. Hello everybody, today we're going to be trying to find a new setup on the CRF 250, the bike that I'm riding currently, you know, for the whoops. Alright, listen, whoops have been a struggle for a lot of people in the past, so let me know how much this video might help you. And yeah, let's hop into it. I'm finding a good setup for the whoops and seeing if it works on the rest of the track. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys do, make sure to consider leaving a like and subscribing. Let's hop into it. Also, off of this video, if you guys want to know, I'll try to teach you guys the best thing I know about making bike setups in the game, so you guys can really start to make your own for your guys's like for yourselves and everything, because I feel like that would also be something you guys would be interested in. First thing I want to come over here and do is what I do is I basically go here and then just start messing with things. So first, I actually want to make sure that it's a little bit more stiff on the front end. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually turn everything down one, and I'm going to start turning things up on the back spring, and then just keep doing that as we go. And then we'll see how good this thing is through the whoops. All right, we are about to get there, and yes, I will just flex the quad one more time. It's a very easy quad. I'm not saying that it's difficult, but I just didn't see a lot of people doing it, so I don't know what that was all about. Gonna go fourth gear here, just try to lean all the way back and let it happen. I think we do actually have to soften up the front a little bit, and then I'm gonna mess with the back a tad bit more. So now here in the gray is the setup compared to default, so that's what we're comparing to. So I actually went up a few things. I think this is 2 clicks up and everything else is only 1 click up. Rear suspension, we are modifying just a little bit. And like I said, I do want to see how these suspension settings kind of work everywhere else on the track, to see if it's still kind of viable as a bike. And so far I do notice the back already getting a little bit loose. I'm not really sure what makes that happen exactly. It's a lot different from another track too, because like a track like Seattle definitely wouldn't suit a bike setup like this, and so it varies track to track. But for now on this track, it's not horrible. I just wish it didn't like veer off as much. Oh my god, I don't do that section normally, so I don't know how to go through it all that well. I'm not gonna lie, without the quad I don't really do it. Go fourth gear. Probably should have done this on, oh, there we go. So we're getting closer for sure. We're getting there. I think that I'm gonna go through one more time, make a diagnosis, and we'll see what we could do through there. I also think I'm gonna turn off deformation. All right, I have made my adjustments to the deformation. Now we are going to try the super springy bike setup here, as you guys see through that section. We're gonna try it here on the Dragon's Back. Wow, it takes to the Dragon's Back like a champ. Okay, it's almost too good. What in the world is happening? Okay, 1 corner out. We're gonna go ahead and go through this, go over that normally, then shift up into fourth. So it looks like our front's already taking pretty nicely, but it still looks like we're skipping. So I will kind of up the spring at least on the front, and then I might actually end up dampening the back one more time as well. And I don't know if any of this has to do with anything. Obviously the swing arm might, so I'm just going to turn that up to 4 just so we can catch a lot more, and then I might start messing with rod length. But I basically did all I wanted to do to the suspension, so we're looking good there. We just got to make sure we can get through the whoops all right. And the biggest part of this whole thing is what I'm doing right now is seeing how far we can make it by just making a setup specifically for the whoops on this Honda CRF 250, while still being able to compete for a fast lap time on the rest of the track, because I'm not really sure how well like this is gonna take, because obviously that wasn't a good run. It seems to take well to the whoops right now. We'll see how it is on the rest of the track. I don't really know what might change from, you know, here and there. Obviously corners might be timed a little differently. Jumps, it looks like it soaks in jumps a little bit more. This right here might be a little bit different, jumping into corners, and just overall Poboso physics. I'll go to 3rd gear through this, try to miss the top one, shift up to 4th, and then this thing should just eat up the whoops. It kind of does. It's not as fast as I'd like, and I don't know if that's the swing arm, so I might turn the swing arm back down. Might mess with the rod length now, I don't know. I have now maxed out the rod length, and then also turn the swing arm back to what it was. We'll see what it changes here. I don't really expect a massive change in the whoops especially, but I mean, if something changes, oh, this thing chomps whoops like crazy. Okay, wait, we might actually have something going. We'll see how this fares on the rest of the track, but that alone, that looked so good. We hit every whoop, we were getting it done. We'll see how this does on this track here, but I don't know. I'm really scared to go test it on another track as well, as it looks like we're getting a little extra pop there as well. So I don't really know what the extra rod length does, but it's almost making me better, if that makes any sense. We're going to try to hop on here, hop off, still go for the triple. It's not too big of a stretch, that one is. This one's pretty nice. Going to try to get to the inside here, go roll. Definitely rolled that really slow. Jump to the outside, third gear, lightly onto the throttle, get up and over. Quad definitely got a little bit tough, so that might be a downside to the rod length side of things. I don't know. Go fourth gear, chomp up whoops again. Kind of. I mean, dude, it feels so good through the whoops, even through like that bad of a run through there. We'll try to come through, get nice corner speed through there as well. That lap didn't count. I forgot on the quad section. Definitely missed out a little bit there, but I will definitely take this thing over to East Rutherford after this. Oh my god, it has got some extra spring on it for sure. Go to the inside, and then I'll go on off, go third gear up, come back down, second gear, not seat bounce, but just trying to get over that. Third gear around the corner, miss the top one, shift up into fourth, and just let it chomp at whoops. I mean, it doesn't even do that. I mean, it doesn't even like go into them clean. I think I got to start in third gear, and then we can switch up to fourth. We're gonna go up here, go fourth gear, see this. See, oh my god, the back wheel just takes so well to the whoops. Go ahead, I set a track marker here so we can get consistent rolls through here. I'm not going to try to shift up into fourth. I'll go third to enter, and then fourth. So it does look like it needs a little bit of user adjustment with the lean forward motion on the controller. We'll try to enter in fourth gear again, and then kind of just like go down later, but that just eats the whoops up. I'm not quite sure what like the deal is. I don't know if it was the rod length that kind of changed everything, but it definitely just like eats them. I mean, look at that. We're gliding through here. If you guys want this setup, let me know in the comments below. I might do like a pro supercross race on a setup that's basically cheating. Like that might actually do well on the tube, and dude, this thing soars through these whoops at least. Let's go test East Rutherford's whoops. I mean, those things are notoriously challenging, so we'll see how we can get through those. And we are here on round 14, oh my god, of the aerial series. So yeah, this thing definitely limits the distance of the jumps and stuff. Oh my god, I don't even need to do anything else. I can already tell you this thing barks the whoops. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna approach these whoops a little bit differently. Go third gear through them instead. I mean, it wasn't great. The fourth gear approach might actually be a little bit better, where we'll go third through the corner, then go fourth gear. And look at this thing just launch up the first few, which is a little peculiar because I've never used that terminology in my life. And I mean, it's just so different, and it gets through the rest awesome. Like, this thing, oh my gosh, this thing glides through there, but it definitely has issues on the rest of the track. So I'm thinking if we can lower the rod length down to about 154 instead of 158, go down one setting, we might actually have something here. But look, I mean, it barely makes that. For what reason, I don't know. I mean, it's still kind of there. It's got a little extra spring on jumps like this one right here when you're trying to attempt this quad. But I mean, even jumps like this, like you're not even as close as you were to, you know, making that if you had like a decent run at it, you know what I mean? So it definitely takes down your distant jumps. So on a track like Nashville, it is awesome, but on a track like this, it is a little bit different. But it definitely just chews the whoops up, as we'll see here again. Pop into here in third gear, and then fourth gear, you guys see it pretty much just does the job to the whoops. Go up, go third gear, we'll go down, and then approach them with a little bit less speed. So that doesn't look like it works as well. I will try second to third gear instead of third to fourth. That might get it going a little bit more. So we'll go up here, and then we'll go down here, go third gear. I did not stick to that inside line, but you guys still see it kind of chews up those first few whoops, then you might have to change up your technique after that. But other than that, I mean, this thing can glide through there. like borderline insane, because imagine like the stock setup even on this bike doing that. Like, it just doesn't happen. Rod length is back down to normal. We'll see what sort of adjustments that makes. So it actually makes a huge difference. So it looks like we can still stay on top of them, but it looks like it dips down a lot easier. So like, we're going 4th gear here. Yeah, it just looks a little lower as well. It doesn't look like we really have that top end skim. So I'm going to turn it back up to 154. We'll give it another crack here. Go maybe, you know, 2nd to 3rd, maybe first go around. We'll go 2nd to 3rd, see how it kind of takes to the whoops. With a wheelie in there, it's not bad. Now we'll try to get from 3rd to 4th, kind of how we were going about it, and then kind of skimming across the top. So it doesn't really work the same. I'm sure you can find a way to make it work, but it just looks like the 158 is what got it through the whoops, like half, like, you know, most of it looks like it is gonna be the rod length, because I mean, I turned it down, it's just not the same. So I can max it back out, go 158, save, go back, got the process down. We're going 2nd gear, right? We're rounding this corner in 3rd gear, and then 4th, and we just can bark through the first few. After that, it does get a little difficult. Like I said, you might even want to change up your technique if you're completely sold on this setup. So if you're even coming through here and you miss that one, maybe you can lean off for a few seconds. But just alone, you can do a lot of playing around with it. You can still mess with it every track you go to. It's not like you have to differentiate. Okay, I'm done. That'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. But before I do get done here, I do want to tell you guys about the gear sponsor, I guess. Today we got some Topo canvas on. We've got a very nice helmet paint here from the guys at Twist Creations, who were more than happy to help me out here, make myself a sick gear set. I'm still running these boots. This helmet paint is absolutely fire. Everything else, I mean, dude, I can't wait to continue working with these guys and get more sick gear sets out for you guys to see in the videos. That'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. See you guys next time.